Hello, everybody. My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to All the Mods 10. Last time, we were trying out a whole bunch of different spells, so we kept getting out of random chests, going over a lot of loot stuff I'd gotten between episodes, like loot ores and whatnot. And we actually figured out how to get little summons, whirly sprigs at least. We know how to do a Drigme too, and we know how to do one of the other ones, Wixie or whatever, though we haven't found one of them naturally yet. So we know how we would need to summon all of those things into the world too, and we do have a little whirly sprig here. I don't think this is actually Oh wait, yes it is. So basically the way this works, we have a summoned whirly sprig, and it will just flutter about here. This one should be pretty content, although if I were to vary the everything in a 10 block radius, if I made the plants in this area a little bit more varied, it would make it happier and thus would work faster. But for right now, it seems to just be duplicating bamboo. I hadn't actually seen it work before, and it looked like I might have to change this to a regular chest, but as soon as I went to change it out, it actually worked, so I don't think I have to worry about that. Anyways, oh yes, I believe this also drains source, so I should move over a couple of these full jars just to make sure it's always running. So let's just do this. It's not like we don't have the source to spend anyways. So, like, that should be good enough. Anyways, yeah, last time we were testing a bunch of random spells. We actually have an effective offensive spell. This is the first one in the entire series. Like, we're 17 episodes in now, and literally none of our other spells were able to do more than like 4 hearts or something like that, 5 hearts at max. So now we have Aurelia's Bite Storm, or whatever it's called, something like that. Oh, did I miss? I totally missed. Yeah, this is a pretty cool spell. I can also spam it for more or less for free. Yep, and it manages to one-shot even a rare boss. Although I think it destroyed the reward, so maybe that wasn't my best idea. Anyways, today, what are we going to get up to? Well, also last time we got this spell, Starstorm, I believe is what it's called. We didn't actually get to see it last time, but after we ended, I did accidentally click it and activate it. So I want to test this against the Wither, because that's our main goal for today. We need to beat the Wither so that we can get a Wither Star and complete a quest. And then we're going to use that Wither Star in order to upgrade our Ars Nouveau spellbook and start doing tier 3 stuff. Can I actually land a shot, please? Thank you. Got you all. But before we summon the Wither, there's a couple other things I wanted. Why can I not move? There we go. I couldn't actually run for some reason. Sprint. Weird. Anyways, there's a couple things I want to do before we actually go and deal with the Wither real quick. Might as well kill you and try to steal your axe, and then we're gonna head home. So many random bundles. It's weird that you can actually get them and that they're so common. Let's just go home and sleep real quick. But I want to make a couple of the Iron Spells things, or very specifically, I want to make the Arcane Anvil. Because this will allow us to upgrade our current spells. Because we do have Summon Dead and Summon Swords that are both great. Or, Summon Swords is just an amazing magic spell. And Summon Dead is also just kind of funny, and it fits the whole summoner vibe we've accidentally crafted here, so I kind of want to just do it. And I think I have everything I need. Oh yeah, the inscription table is just some free paper. You can just go in there. Oh yeah, also, sorry if you can hear my fan. It is melting in my room, so I need to have it full blast. It is uncomfortably hot. Anyways, the Arcane Anvil, 3 blocks of amethyst, 2 pieces polished to deep slate, a diamond, and an anvil. I should be able to do that just fine. I do have blackstone right there, so there's that. A diamond, we have almost a stack of now. Blocks of amethyst, and then an anvil. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the source gems can just go in here for right now, so we can grab out the iron we need too. Anyways, you can go in there for right now. But, anvil, I think I might actually have an extra anvil already, but I don't feel like searching for it right now. Why? That was such a waste of iron if I had it. That was goofy. What did I mess up? Um, seriously, what did I mess up? Polished. That is polished deep slate, not polished blackstone. Whoops, I was looking at the wrong thing. Do I have any polished deep slate or no? That's polished blackstone, which I also already had and didn't have to make. I goofed on that one a little bit. No polished deep slate. I'm just going to have to cook up a couple pieces of yew, it looks like. Easy enough. That's just going to take a moment. Anyways, we want to do this so that we can upgrade at least summon swords. I do want to upgrade Raise Undead too, just because. But also today, I want to take a look at making some armor that it isn't just randomly acquired armor that we got out of some chest somewheres. So, I was thinking about either looking at the Iron Spells class armors, which these are all cool. These blank rune stones get used for making elemental runes, and then said elemental runes get turned into armor for whatever type you're making. Except for this rejuvenating one. Not entirely sure what that one's for. Like fire runes can be used with arcane cloth to make these. Only problem is we don't have many runes. It is one per. But you also need 8 of whatever element you're going for. And if I was going to make one of them, I would want to make... Oh, arcane runes aren't used for anything but the mana upgrade orbs. I would want to make one of them that actually affects one of our good spells. And right now, our best spell is an Ender spell, which requires, as you might guess from the name, the Ender rune, which requires Ender pearls. And as it stands, we have 5, 9. We have 9, which would be enough for 1 rune, which is enough for 1 piece of armor, which technically would give us a boost to our swords. But a different type of magic that we could boost with a different set of armor would be the Ars Nouveau. Oh yeah, I need to... This needs to be... Wait, how do you get polished to deep slate then? Maybe I should have looked at the recipe instead of just jumping to it. Is it 4? Yeah, it's 4 cobbled. Yeah, I goofed on that one. I didn't even think about that. 3, 4. This is infinitely easier than everything I just did. So, we're gonna try... Okay, now you're pulling my leg. Now what has failed? Oh, there we go. This time it was because I had it backwards. Anyways, it's purple. We now have the Arcane Anvil, which is going to get us a few pieces of... Oh, wait, no, this one's empty upgrade orbs. I was thinking that one gave us free rare ink. This one, because we got to this Rodden spellbook that is actually really good for something with the name Rodden in it, that one gives us some rare. Empty upgrade orbs. Okay, these get surrounded and then give you these, and then these are used in the anvil to upgrade whatever armor you have with whatever you want to put on it. Cool. I actually need to pull out the spell. Starfall, I think, is already maxed out. No, it does have a level 10, although that requires legendary. Summon swords or raise dead. That requires rare ink. This requires epic ink. I was thinking this required rare for some reason. Okay, never mind. This is a little difficult to get. You need to burn an epic scroll in the cauldron with a 50% chance, or take rare ink in the cauldron, add some gold. Rare ink in the cauldron is rare melted down, or iron with uncommon. Uncommon is, again, more or less the same thing, common with the copper. And then common can only be gotten out of spell scrolls, which feels weird. I feel like there should be a way as a baseline to make this. Like, you can get it as a reward thing there or something there, but I feel like... I don't know, I feel like there should be some way to make ink instead of just hoping to find it. Maybe it should have something to do with squid ink, I think. But, oh well. I guess we're gonna have to melt down a bunch of these random scrolls we're not gonna use. That'll be a thing for later, but as it stands, I guess we're only upgrading Raise Dead to level 3, which... that's fine enough, I guess. That is one of the skills I wanted to upgrade. So this should now give us slightly stronger zombies, which should be pretty cool. Anyways, there's that. I think I have some stuff I want to dump in here real quick. Is there anything else I want to make while I'm right here? Otherwise, we're about to head back to the farm so we can make our armor. I think I'm fine over here at this point. You can also go in there. And I'll probably going to head over and then instantly realize there's something I meant to do over here. Emptying inventory. Yay, I managed to realize it beforehand. 1 second. Okay, inventory is dealt with, other than the stuff that needs to go into the into the little shed over there. But anyways, I have the Tattered Tome open to the armors page, and there's technically 3 options we can choose from. The Sorcerer's one requires gold, the Arcanist requires iron, and the Battle Mage requires diamond armor, and you basically surround everything with Mage Bloom fibers. That's how all of them work. I think we have 10 Mage Bloom fiber right now, but it's that simple to get more. It's 4 per, so we can technically get 30 in total. Oh, 30. No, that one's not quite done. Although I want to say bone meal works on this. I think we tried this before, didn't we? Yes, we did. So we basically have infinite amounts of Mage Bloom fiber if we want, which is good because this is needed for both the armor and for the threads that go into them, which is the part I didn't understand until right now. So at the beginning of the magical armor section, you have these three little tables right here that I didn't quite understand until just now. So the Sorcerer's is the weakest armor. It's made with gold, so that makes sense. The max mana and the mana regen for all of them is identical. So we're basically looking at armor and their threads. So basically we can see that the Sorcerer's one has tier 1 thread slot, and then tier 2, tier 2, tier 3, tier 2 to tier 2, 3. I totally messed that up. But you basically don't have any tier 1 slots on the leggings and the chest piece, which means that this can have the best threads. The Arcanist one, on the other hand, it has a lot of tier 1s, but it also has a decent chunk of tier 3s. Tier 3s on both of these, and tier 2s on the final one. So, better. Your threads aren't going to be quite as good, especially on tier 1, but you do have more options for higher tier threads. Then the Battle Mage. This is a little bit rough. So we would basically only get tier 1 threads, except for 2 tier 2s on tier 2 armor, and then eventually 2 more, and then 2 tier 3 threads. So yeah, if we want to test out the whole thread system, we need to go with we should go with something that isn't the Battle Mage, but the Battle Mage is the best for armor itself, which is also important. Blank thread gets there, and then how does this work? Okay, book threads are at the core of the spellbinder. They allow you to give your binder special properties and effects. Okay, so there's book threads, and then there's armor threads. Is there any way to tell, or is it just book thread specifically say book thread? And then if it doesn't, I'm assuming it's armor. So what do we want? Earth-focused amethyst golem. Okay, if you get... that's kind of cool. Basically, you get some knockback resistance. What threads are there, and how do you tell what tier they are? Reach would be nice. Pressure... let's check out threads in here instead. True sight, allowing you to see more of your surroundings. Tier 1 grants night vision. Okay, that's really good. Tier 4. Okay. Grants an extra heart for each level. Grants creative threat. Must be at least level 4. See creatures through walls. Reach is just as it says, although we would need another Alaka Harness. But we would need shards for that. We only have 2. Um, Threat of shocking. Yes, bosses. Okay. The threat of summoning. I mean, we are going for a summoner, so... Ooh, extra looting. Although that requires a rabbit foot. High step would be pretty good. Is there any... Oh, spell damage? I mean, we could probably do that. The elemental essences aren't as hard to make as they look like. As they look like they should be. But it's still going to take some work. Okay, make our attacks do vampirism, basically. Okay, there's a lot in here. Some of them we're just going to ignore for right now. Okay, that's really good. Do we have 3 source berries? I think we might. So we wanted the thread of magic capacity and probably the thread of summoning. Everything else we would probably be okay without for now, but this also requires a brand new table as well. Thread of repairing. Okay, mana basically works as mending, so that's really important. And then, okay. So, we're spending way longer on this than I'd actually meant to. Where is... I mean, the thread system should be in Ars Nouveau. Except it's not. Like, why is this not actually listed here? It should be. Like, this is pretty important information. I don't know. I think we're going to go with Battle Mage anyways. We can always make extra armor for when we want to try out the other systems. So we're gonna go with Battle Mage right now. Requires 4 of these, and then I'm gonna assume it requires full. Nope, it can be damaged. That's good. So this will become Battle Mage armor, chest piece. Oh yeah, it worked just fine. Oh, and it actually became rare armor as well with extra luck. Okay, I wasn't sure how that was going to work. Where this is uncommon, is this going to become uncommon? Or is it going to entirely re-roll? I'm actually not sure. Come on. I need to test this out. I also need to grab boots and a helmet. Hold on. Uncommon, I don't remember if that was. This is rare. But it's rare. 475 luck, lightning damage reduction, and durability reduction. Okay. Will this basically keep those same effects, or will it re-roll, and will it still be rare? I'm really hoping it's still, or epic, not rare, but come on. I do need to make boots. I didn't have any of the diamond boots for this. Okay, so it's keeping the exact same effects. That's really good to note. I wish I had some looted diamond boots right about now. That would be extra good for this. But 6 armor, 30 mana, and all the extra effects that would come with it. I think we're going to lose a decent chunk of armor here. Actually, no. Huh. Oh yeah, because it's boosted a little bit. I don't know, I wasn't expecting that to be on par or better, but it is. No effects on you, of course. But that's full Battle Mage. Oh. Okay, we do in fact lose a decent chunk of armor in the end, but it's not as bad as I was expecting. But we had Battle Mage, there's 3 free levels, very cool. And, really? Is that something I was doing, or was that because of this helmet? Okay, that was the helmet. Okay, good to note. Rude. Okay, durability. We're going to want to get those repairing things as soon as possible. But we do now have armor, an actual set of armor we made. The spellbinder would be nice too. A novice spellbook and a bunch of things, but I think that only gets good once you start enchanting it. I think we're gonna deal with threads later. I just wanted to make the armor for right now. Anyways, you can go in there. That. And we're going to be summoning the Wither now. I spent way longer on just making this armor than expected after going through everything else. So we're just going to run somewheres relatively far away. Okay, we lost the elytra that we had built into that fiery armor, so that slows us down a little bit. But we do have our other modes of transportation we were working with before. And where are we going to fight the Wither? Are we going to find a cave so it can't fly away? Or are we going to fight it in like a plains biome away from important stuff? I don't think we're well enough prepared to fight in an enclosed space, especially if we're using this spell with how destructive it is. We did accidentally kill ourselves last time, because I used it without thinking about it. So, you need to be a little bit careful with it, and have some space to run about. Let me go find somewhere's good. I would like to find something where there's not going to be any... where nothing important is going to be in the way. But, while we're right here, might as well loot this. Am I actually gonna make it? Ah, there we go. Visit a dark temple, excuse me. What dark temple are you talking about? Take that, take all of that. Smithing templates. Sure, why not? No, I've never used one of those things. I'm gonna assume I'm going to be forced to at some point, but, for now, it just joins the loop of, okay, then. Really no idea what's up with that dark temple thing. Anyways, let me go find either what this dark temple is. Maybe it's this thing over here. Okay, that's got to be the dark temple. I definitely didn't enter it, though. We'll come back to that. Let me go find a place to fight the Wither. We're gonna get that done today. I found a ruined portal and started looting it, and then I turned around and was staring at a wandering trader in the face. Hello there. Yes, I hear you. I wasn't really expecting to see you right here, but thank you for the negative karma. It's very much appreciated. I mean, there is another village thing right there. I could clear it. Anyways, this looks like a decent enough place to fight it. Water, so there probably won't be as much ground destruction. And, maybe we'll get stuck on the little corners there. I don't know. It's probably not the best place I could have found, but I have also kind of slow to just like run around, hope to find something good. I'd rather just take whatever we can get. So we need these, and then we're going to need 9 of these. There we go. And this gets us one of these. Is there any extra use for these Wither Skull fragments? Didn't really think so, but I figured it was worth a shot looking. I think we're... Oh, these got repaired. So apparently you don't need the repair threads. They'll just repair on their own over time? I don't know. Anyways, I want our undead friends. Let's see. So we have 3 of them now, and they actually have weapons, so that's an improvement. And we're gonna summon our swords as well. I think we're good to go. 2, 3. And get some distance. Oh, they're already trying to... They're all going to get blown up and then die, aren't they? I forgot to account for that. Anyway. Hey, would you look at that? I called it. Starstorm. Oh, I messed that up. Yep, this has, this really has not gone to plan. I just completely missed that as well. Why would it not deactivate the spell? Well, that did not go as planned. I wasn't expecting it to just fly straight up and then just not. It's been a while since I actually fought the Wither. I don't know. Let's think about this a little bit more. Definitely rushing into this. I don't mind the Wither fight. I prefer the Wither fight to the Ender Dragon fight. But I don't know. More or less any modded boss is still just going to be better than the Wither now, isn't it? Just any random bow will do, I guess, because none of my rain magic is really going to work. And the swords aren't that of... I don't know, the swords just insta-died. So, and I would have loved to actually be able to land the Star Strike thing, but it just went off somewheres in the distance and just didn't work out at all. Anyways, where was that death marker? I can't exactly just teleport straight to it. That'll put us in front of the Wither as it's trying to kill us. It's over 1,000 blocks away. Dang it, I'll see you back over there. Okay, we're back in range. Our little familiar friends keep duplicating. We're only supposed to have one. And actually, they're actually taking damage? I wasn't sure that was possible. I hadn't seen it happen yet. But I guess it is. Anyways, let's think this one through a little bit more. So, Star Strike is... It seems like a really cool spell, but actually landing a hit seems to be a little bit difficult against this sort of opponent. And someone undead. I'm stuck here, aren't I? I can't move fast enough to escape. There's no escape. I can't get away from here. Wow, this... I don't know if there's anything I can do here. I can't... I'm just gonna be stuck here forever. Just permanently shielding. I landed a hit. That works. Come on. Is this how we're doing it? Where even are we in relation to the ground? We're getting... I should have done this in a cave. Like, I definitely should have. It is stuck on me, so it is not even paying any attention whatsoever to anything else. Summon the swords. Get him, my pretties, get him. Are we gonna die here, or are we going to survive? Our umbrella will never break, so we do have a permanent... Oh, come on. How did that land? I was blocking the whole time. I'm stuck here. There's nothing I can do. Get some distance. Ah. That seemed to do something at least, not a whole lot. I guess the Wither has a bit of defense when it comes to lightning strikes. Aha, it is actually attached to her sword now, so that's something at least. So any of our magic that we would have used against this is now pointless, and it is now flying up into the stratosphere. Cool. Awesome. Awesome. This has gone perfectly. No complaints whatsoever. Yeah. Maybe I don't like the Wither fight as much as I think I do. Are you coming back down? Are we really just bouncing arrows off of you at this point? No? It's throwing skulls now. What are you doing? I don't understand what this thing is doing. It's just doing this at this point. Are you gonna come down? I doubt I'm ever really going to land a good shot at this point. Especially if every arrow just bounces right off of you. And you're back up to full health. It's as if nothing I did actually mattered at all. Cool. Cool. Yeah, maybe I don't like this fight. Maybe this fight isn't as good as I was maybe remembering. I don't know, it's probably been like a year since I last fought the Wither. I haven't needed to in most series. So, yeah, maybe this fight is not good. Anyways, how am I gonna do this? Because it's just going to keep going up. It's going to just stay stuck up there. And it is just going to regen up to full. And then it's going to come down and just rain Wither on top of us again. And we're just going to repeat this whole process over and over again. How are you supposed to do this in base Minecraft? We can't do it with superpowers. Hmm. Maybe this fight really... Yeah, this is not going well. When's the last time I actually... Wow, I cannot land a shot to save my life, but it's a full-on sniper, and it's going to start carpet bombing us once again in a moment. Also, of course, it's nighttime, so we're dealing with everything else too. Yeah, I really just don't know what to do here. None of our magic is good enough to work here. Firebolt. Firebolt. Okay, I landed it, and it probably maybe tickled it. It maybe did 1 damage. Get our shield, please. Oh, are we actually losing mana from when we get hit instead of just losing only health? Oh, we're out of mana, and yeah, like at least 4 of those hit, and it did absolutely 0 damage. I don't know what to do in this situation. Like, we literally have magic on our side. Just all of the magic we can get a hold of just doesn't work for some reason. Like, none of our magic spells really do damage, and I'm not entirely sure why. I feel like they should be. I feel like at least something should be able to do more than, like, a single bit of health. And please just come down. Please just come anywhere as close to the ground. Is this really it? Magic is pointless in this situation. We're just going to jump with our rabbit boots and just get as many extra hits in as we can, I guess, while it's regenning the whole time. And we're just constantly getting bombed. Are you... Get it, my Enderman friends. Please help us out. I need to get some distance here. I think we're dead here. It's gonna be close. And we have somehow lost aggro, and it is back up to full health. Yeah, this is so much fun. I don't think there's anything I can do here. I don't think I can win. I legitimately don't think there's any way to win this right now. We're probably gonna have to recall and go back to the drawing board and refight this at a later point, because I just don't know if it's possible. Really? Really? I should have done this in a cave. At least there I would have been locked in place, and we could just go back in after every death. This way, it's going to regen up to full, no matter what I do. You know what? Yeah. Am I even gonna get a recall off? No, the answer is no. We're just gonna die. Yeah. Nope, that's just a lost cause. I know when I call it quits. We're not gonna win that fight. Yeah, this fight is much less fun than I remembered it being. I guess we're gonna try summoning another one in a cave somewhere so it can't fly away. I think I should be able to handle it a little bit better in that situation. Wasn't it about to turn day? What just happened there? Okay, so let me sleep through the night. I'm gonna go underground. I'm just gonna tunnel out of like a little cave somewhere so it won't be able to escape us. And then our summons and our swords should be able to keep it in place while we start actually landing hits. And if it ends up still being the case where we just have to rush back in after dying a bunch of times, I'm fine with it, I think. Anyways, let me get this set up again. Okay, I've probably went too small with this space and probably too close to home. I'm only like 40 blocks underground. It could probably still escape that if I die here. But we're gonna try it again here anyways, because why not? And we're not going to do any summons until this thing is out. Also, I might have used the wrong book while mining this and ended up exploding. That might have happened. We have 0 levels now. Cool. So I also went ahead and just made all the wither skulls we have. Or we could, and we could make 2 more withers right now if we wanted to, which I guess is something. Anyways, summon undead. And summon swords. Get it, my pretties, get it. And summon wolves. And if I actually activate the sword bite right now, all of them would die. And here we go. This is how I wanted this to work the first time. My summons take all the brunt of the damage so that I can just go in here, get some sword swings in. Okay, it aggroed on me at this point. That's not good. But my swords are still there getting some damage in. Does it look like I'm gonna lose the fight? Hey look, that was the first time we saw the kitty slippers activate. That did a decent chunk of damage. Let me out from up here. And it's gonna regen up to full once again. Yeah, maybe this fight really just isn't as fun as I thought I remembered it being. It's going to blast its way out of there. It's going to get to... It's going to be really close to full. Especially if I can't actually find the hole back down. And where is it? We didn't have a puppy left, but we had a vengeful soul for our puppy left. Ah, come on. Why are you moving around so much like that? I thought I was far enough away, and I thought that the shield might protect from that lightning at least a little bit. Also, can I stop leaving on the wrong side? This might technically work, but the odds that this thing escapes before we end up killing it is probably pretty likely. Also, we leveled up as far as tombstones goes, so that's pretty cool. I don't think I can resummon swords just yet, but it would be very nice if I could. Yeah, that's still on cooldown. Oh, our spirit right there is just getting blasted right now. Everything's on cooldown. How are we doing? The answer is not well. I don't like Wither. I don't like not being able to see our health bar, really. Oh. Oh yeah, this is how you fight the Wither. Why didn't I just do that before? What? Why? Why was that so easy? I was overthinking this so much. The problem wasn't that I kept getting Wither, it was that I kept getting Wither, then losing it, and then instantly reacquiring it. If I never lose Wither, Wither never gets reapplied, and it doesn't automatically stack if you get hit with multiple at a time. So yeah, that's all it took. That's literally all it took. You killed an undead boss. You survived less than 1 minute after your last death. Okay. Your knowledge of death increased. Oh, okay. How many levels did we just gain from that? Strong undead. World tier summit. We beat the Wither, which means that we can now go up to another world tier. You enchanted a voodoo poppet. You created a voodoo poppet. We got it for free. You created a receptacle of familiar. And we can go in here and say we have 2 points to spend on something. What? I have no idea. Also, I've yet to see any of that, like, key stuff activate. We have died a number of times, though, and it's like 10%, and we just haven't seen it. What did we get out of this? Might as well see what our reward is. It's another enchanted book, because that's what it always is. Curse of Bones. Chance to reflect damage when hit. Okay, that sounds pretty cool. Well, we got Withering Soul, which is a relatively low drop chance. You can make it, though. And this is used for Nether Star Crux, which I believe is an important part of the of the star, I think. Insanium Essence, Nether Star is cool. And then this is used for the Wither Compass. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, this is part of the star. Cool. We get the normal star as well, which is used for star fragments, Automa cores, another star hook from Ultraculture. It's used for the highest tier canisters, ender stars, whole bunch of stuff. Cool looking swords. Dimension card. Okay. But it's a lot of stuff in here. We're after it for the Archmage spellbook. I think that's what we care about the most. And that's what this one's going to use to. The Yondu arrow. Excuse me. I'm Mary Poppins, y'all. Okay, this needs to be made at some point, but we need to kill another wither for that. So, miniature yellow heart, bunch of cool stuff, a bunch of achievements popped up there. Where did that voodoo poppet go? Oh, yes, the receptacle of familiar. That contains the soul of a creature zombie. Right-click on a grave soul to bring back to life your familiar. Okay. So, right-click on a bone needle. Create a bind with a kind of creature to be used in magic practices, impregnated with essence of cat. Okay, so this thing is a receptacle of familiar. We can use that for getting a familiar zombie, and it allows you to prevent certain types of death. This puppet is active. Okay, so fire protection, air protection, water protection, and darkness protection. Okay. So we should probably be carrying that voodoo puppet with us. So honestly, this worked out fairly well. And I did in fact have a pair of boots, of diamond enchanted, or diamond epic boots that should have been made for these instead. But honestly, we're going to, but let's just head home. The wither fights really did not go well. And until they did, because I forgot how to actually fight the wither, which is just, apparently, just sort of tank it and just keep swinging. Apparently that's how you do it. Cool. Yeah, I overthought that drastically. I was planning things out, I was going into this fight, and in the end, that's all it took. Anyways, I'm gonna take this pair of boots and go turn them into Archmage real quick, and then we're probably going to end off. Do I still have to, No, it looks like I actually tossed the threads back where they go. So let's just upgrade our armor the slightest bit more. Next time, what are we getting up to? Actually, we should probably just upgrade our spellbook now while we're here. 2 emeralds, 3 pearls, that stuff we have it back at the other place. I just need to grab this and head back. Farm. We need this. So there's that, and 2 emeralds, 3 pearls. Doop doop. You can go in there. And 2 emeralds. You. And this. So we now have the Archmage spellbook. You can cast tier 3 glyphs. It's a new achievement. It's a new quest complete for Ars Nouveau. Next time, we're probably going to start looking at some of the tier 3 stuff. Tier 3 glyphs. Might as well click that. Get the experience. So now we can do all that. Where is it? Here it is. Sourceberry roll. As I've yet to eat a single one of them. I'm sure they're good. Whoops, didn't mean to summon the wolves, but why not? So, how are we doing in here? Oh, it's actually grabbing those and getting infernal bulbs. That's kind of cool. I was hoping it would be able to do the mystical agriculture stuff, but it looks like that would have been too powerful. Just free essence. But anyways, might as well do the thread and upgrade this pair of boots real quick before ending off. I'm surprised how easy this is. Like, getting the actual thing, I was expecting like a whole thing. Basically just 3 threads, which as soon as you get the seeds, you can basically get infinite amounts of those. And then just any diamond boots, especially when they're super powered like these ones. So, yeah, just an objectively better pair. We have less armor now. What is up with the armor for this stuff? It seems like it's variable in how much it actually protects. Like, that armor was here before, wasn't it? What changed? No idea. Anyways, Next time, we're going to look at tier 3 glyphs. I'm probably going to take more of a look at the actual armor threads, maybe make the spellbinder. I'm not entirely sure. But tomorrow's probably going to be the last day we fully focus on Ars Nouveau. We'll probably move on after that. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have. I'm wearing the wrong belt. I was supposed to be wearing the other one, because this one technically has one less spot. Oh yeah, and this one makes our pets do more damage. Actually, I don't think I care. We have too many charm spots anyways, either way. But for right now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So without further ado, take care, everybody. I want to thank you all so much for watching one more time, and a special thank you to the channel members, Yamato Tanakata and Goddess of the Starfilled Void. Thank you so much for the extra support. So now, without further ado, take care, everybody.